the no-thought state or Nirmal Sthiti is attained 3 times faster if one meditates inside the pyramid.
Pyramid is a sacred geometry, absolutely right angles for the earth planet. So the sacred geometry gives you a lot of sacred energy. That's why we have constructed pyramids everywhere.
Pyramids provide high energy environment and enable even plants to grow quickly and be vibrant looking. At Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation office in Bangalore, we saw the practical benefit of this firsthand during the current lockdown in May-June 2021. We have over 100 indoor plants in our office and many of them needed to be moved to outdoors at least once a week to gain fresh air and light. After 1 week into the lockdown, we noticed plants becoming dull and even some developed fungus at the roots. That time, one of our co-founders, Vani Madam, got this insight to use pyramid energized water. So we started watering the plants every 3 days for the next 4 weeks using this pyramid energized water. To our great surprise, when we observed at the end of 5th week, all the plants looked really vibrant, energetic and grew tall magically. None of them were taken to outdoors during this period at all. So friends, that's pyramid energy in action. Pyramid energy is also helping one to go into deep meditations. So explore and experiment for yourself. Pyramid energy is free and it is very powerful.
Happy morning, everybody. Great afternoon, a wonderful evening. The whole spiritual practice is an experimentation. There is experimentation first, implementation next. Speaking to one of the senior masters yesterday, he reminded, first it is experimentation, second is implementation. When Gautama Buddha experimented. That's why he always said, it's my truth. It appeals to you, and then how do we know it appeals to us? We have to experiment. There is no single way, or there is no single thing and say, this is it. Suppose we learn about chakra system, we have to experiment about the chakra system. Will it work for me? Because everything is an understanding, a model. Everything is a model. A model that is derived based on somebody's experiences. And so we follow the model in an experimental phase to see if that is true. Each model is more expansive or different from the other in terms of how much it allows one to experience life. We'll segregate the models pretty quickly depending on if it's limiting us or if it's allowing us to do more. learn more, experience more. But still we can experiment. Suppose somebody says, you come to me every week. You have to come to me every week. And you have to meet me at least once a month. Then only I can teach you the system. Then only I can tell you more. Experiment it if that is sufficient for you. But it has a thing, it is saying that you must be there every week or every month. You must meet that person every week, a month. It can come with a limitation, but we must experiment to see if that limitation is livable, non-livable. Initially, we might understand it, and slowly as we start experiencing, then we say, oh, now this month I cannot go, so what do I do? Am I breaking whatever I do? So that when I have a limitation, I break the limitation is a problem. But we will understand as we experiment many, many things. But the first step in spiritual science, because this is unseen, because this is unknown, rather than deliberating too much on somebody else's experiences, one can experiment by themselves. What is this chakra energy? Can I feel it? What is this kundalini energy? Can I feel it? What do you need to do to experience that energy? There are various methods. So we learn, and then of course, then we go and then try it out. Try it out. So the whole spiritual practice will go on, we go on experimenting. Now with experimentation comes, as we feel something is good, something is working, then we do it a second time and a third time, then it automatically comes into implementation. Implementation will follow experimentation, but initially we need to be very open to experiment. We need to be very open for failure. We need to be very open for imperfections. That's what will happen in experimentation. We need to be open for ambiguity. When experimenting, all of these things will come, right? So if you are open that way, if that's what we are when we are doing first time in experimentation, we are open. First time you are traveling to a country, not everything will go the way you want it, you expect it. But if you're not open and then you finish off with your conclusion with that first experiment of traveling to a country because you experience something nasty, then many are withdrawing right then and there, making a serious conclusion. But some are able to live with it with a broader understanding and try a second time and a third time. So that is the level of openness that one can be. So meditation helps us to be more open. Okay, this time has happened, let me try a second time, a third time. It helps us to go a second and a third and a fourth to see the real benefit. It helps us to deal with uncertainty because it's letting us forget the past experience. So it helps us to deal with uncertainty, ambiguities. So we're not too worried about it. That can happen again. I will not clear what is going to happen if I'm going into this country, this side. Last time it was sort of edgy. I did a close encounter with some weird set of people. Should I be going at all? Not. But it helps you to deal with. You don't know what that environment is that you went in suddenly in this country. When you're not clear, but still it gives you the strength next time to go and then explore once again. Who are they? What is this? Which made you uncomfortable. But one must approach any practice with an experimentation, most of the spiritual science, because spiritual science is very vast. Surrender experiment is there, surrendering to the everything, so I will gain what I need is there. Deliberate creation is there. With my thoughts and feelings, I create my reality. Actively visualizing, imagining, dreaming is there. Experiment to see what appeals to you before you conclude and say it's not for me, based on a past that you have read of somebody's statements. Then we will actually gain a lot of better understanding because we're open to experiment. We're not closed based on what I know from my past. Enlightenment is to understand there is infinity to learn. If we conclude, then we are potentially going towards, we might have read, we might have done a bunch of things, but we conclude, then we are potentially going towards the fourth barrier to progress called spiritual old age, where we feel like I've seen all systems and this is it. There is a way to go. And so everything that we come in, we filter off without necessarily wanting to explore and experiment again. The ultimate truth may be one, that there is only consciousness, there is only that energy that is connected all together. But to get there, there are various process systems. So meditation experience also different, the same, many ways. The knowledge we're learning, these 40 newsletters, there is so much. And each one, when we start applying, it's like an year's worth of knowledge is there to apply various concepts. One of the things in meditation is going to happen, as now we are into the fourth week, end of fourth week for many newcomers, is that our suppressed bodies, feelings, and emotions start coming out. The goal of meditation is to clear the layers in the subconscious. So one, our passions raise because we are clearing the block, so the passion energy, the creative energy, the passionate energy that is suppressed is going to come up. We feel like doing things again. We feel like expressing things again. Earlier at home, you did not like, you just kept quiet, suppressed inside. You did not like a situation at home. We just keep suppressing, and then slowly that comes as a deep illness in a part of the body, which we don't know. But now we want to express it. The root chakra, matter, the second chakra, movement, both are going to be very active. Because unless these two are there, the transformation in the Manipuraka is not happening. which is connecting from the lower centers to the higher energies. So we feel passionate about to do things because we're here for an experience. So we feel like traveling. We feel like going back and then joining the dancing class. We feel like things that we said we're done in our life, we're going to come back and then want to do it again. This is not to be taken as what is this? Meditation is increasing my desires. Not at all. Things that are always there deep inside, but you buried them down based on age factor, based on a health factor, based on a condition, society factor, because certain things have already are not expected to be done by people of this age, or based on a position factor. So the passions will come up again. The emotional center, the emotions, sometimes people are going to be expressing anger now. Now, earlier they never expressed anger. Now they suddenly start expressing, raising their voice. What's happening? And say, what, you're meditating? And then you're raising your voice like this? It immediately has to be seen that your underactive ones are becoming normal. Overactive will obviously become normal again. So somebody is constantly losing out their anger and temper, anyway become normal. But those who are suppressed, underactive, where they need to express, where they need to voice their opinion or a concern, now they gain the strength to do it. That's important. So it can be misunderstood, but it is going to happen in the initial days until the people adjust around. It is going to happen that interest towards, say, the sexuality will come up because that's a co-suppressed activity. Now, physically speaking, when the stress is gone, so all the drives come up because the glands work pretty properly. When we meditate, stress is gone. When the stress is gone, the desire to go back and then have this sensual pleasures is there back again. It is not to be considered as, okay, I'm not going somewhere. Any emotion of expressing strongly, your feelings and emotion expressed strongly will come up, and they are normal for any meditator when they're coming in and they get balanced appropriately, which is the chakra system. We learn some of this deeply in the advanced workshop that we're going to do later this month. I'm not able to spend too much time here until we understand, until we have deep practices. So today we'll do a long meditation once again. And today we will recalibrate our body and mind with higher set of emotions. From underactive or overactive emotions of fear. Fear is there. So we recalibrate ourselves that I'm courageous. Fear center. The fears are there everywhere. So recalibrating that I'm more courageous, I have more guts to do things now. Fear of many things, fear of darkness, suppose, easy. So an emotion, when you recalibrate, means it's again like a dreaming visualization. Recalibration is like dreaming and visualization. So there are affirmations, there are this emotional recalibration. Of course, there is a thorough, active dreaming visualization about a specific goal, the different levels of it. So we're going to do this recalibrate body and mind with higher emotions of fearlessness or courageousness, of some core ones which are necessary by default for being successful, being passionate. So you feel as if you are happy and you're doing things again. So one emotion says, you have passion, you found your passion. So be passionate again. You're loving life again. So what do we do when I'm guiding in that segment of recalibration? And I say, teach your body to be passionate again. For each of the emotions that I'm going to call out, 6 to 7, I will say, teach your body to be passionate again. How does it feel that you found your love for life? So that time, if you say you always wanted to learn music, imagine and dream that you are learning music nicely. You're singing for yourself and then you're being recognized if that's how you feel great, right? So you will take one thing that makes you feel that you're passionate again about your life, right? So do that. Visualize and dream about it. Courageous, be courageous. So if you have fear of trekking up to the high hills, feel that you're doing it now so that now you're becoming courageous. Once you seek an experience that you're fearful of, that is holding you back, and then visualize and dream about that you're doing it, an experience of that you're doing, and ultimately you are becoming more and more courageous because things that you feel are going to hold you back and you're doing now, right? So be courageous. Genius minded, something that deals with a lot of intelligence that you have so that you feel now you can start off your next project again, next business again, or anything that made you feel that you are not good enough in your friend circle because you felt you lack that memory, that intelligence, that ability to deal with maths and this and that. So you just seek an experience of that and visualize about it. So become genius minded. Yes, I'm genius minded. If you are like Einstein, if you are like, have this genius capability, so you're doing many, many things that otherwise you can't do. You don't attempt to do. Right? Abundance. You're feeling abundance. Abundance means that there is no scarcity. If you today you feel like there is lack of money, and then feel that there is plenty of it, and so you are utilizing it and then having that spent appropriately in a way that you feel that's going to give you happiness. So feeling abundance. And maybe changing our state of being from a lack to abundance consciousness by visualizing the things that make us move into abundance, right? That idea, that notion that I don't have abundance in my life, slowly will go when you visualize and dream about that feeling. That you have that plenty of resources coming in, and then you're able to nicely. Abundance can be for the wealth, health, right? Or success. You feel everything you do, every time you're failing. So just not for me. So now think of the next one that you're doing that you're so happily successful. People are rewarding you, people are awarding you and all that, right? So just do that. So I'm going to call out a few emotions. Like these are the primary emotions, right? And then last one would be being divine, being that unlimited potential. You visualize as if you are one with everybody. You are going to anywhere, any place, you're mixing with people. That's it. Divine means not somewhere putting up in the pedestal. You're mixing with people, you're able to naturally embrace them, you're able to tolerate them, you're able to divinity is everything of all previously all emotion that was talked about. That any events you take that you're not doing now, but that you want to see, you're helping many people. That's divine, right? So there's a divine feel that you are divine. So we're going to go through this, and then for each one you can bring up an emotion, you bring up an experience and visualize and dream about, and that's how you are sort of feeling in your body that this is true for me, right? So meditation is initially heart elevation, then breath mindfulness meditation, and then we are going into recalibration with about 10 minutes of I think about 15, 16 minutes of emotional recalibration. And then we will take a quick short breath, those 10 quick short breaths, and then lie down and then express gratitude. So this is how our meditation is going to be. It'll end at 7:40, 7:35, dear friends. So relax yourself, sit comfortably. Anybody new is joined. We're doing breath mindfulness meditation as a core segment, which is to observe the breath and empty your mind. So you can just simply be in that state for the whole duration if you didn't follow what is said. Many of the others have practiced before. So to do this core meditation is to close your eyes, remove the specs, fingers into fingers like this, cross your feet at ankle, and cross your feet at ankle as you see in the picture. 3 things you do: crossing the legs, fingers into fingers, keeping them in your lap, and then closing your eyes, and then remove the specs. Then you observe your breath in the nose, anywhere in the nose. Take any point, preferably in the middle of the eyebrows, and then observe breath is going in and coming out. I want you to observe the breath, not any other part of the body. Observe the breath. Breath is going in and coming out. And as you observe, mind becomes empty of all thoughts. And when your mind is empty, you experience energy. You may experience energy as the total emptiness of no body, no thing, no people, no places, nothing, because the thoughts are withdrawn, so nothing that can be sensed, nothing that can be felt. You will not become aware of anything. Emptiness only. And in that emptiness energy, you might see some body movement, sensations, just be a witness to it. You might visions, be a witness to it. If you think you're thinking, you're getting thoughts, bring your attention back to the breath again, and then be with his breath again, and then you go into the emptiness. This is called breath mindfulness meditation. This is what we practice every day for long duration, right? Before we go in, we're doing something called heart elevation. Follow the guidance that comes through actively. That will help go into the deeper states of emptiness. Relax yourself. Sit comfortably. Dear friends, with your eyes closed, relax your body. Keep your hands on your chest area with your eyes closed. Specs removed. Rest your attention on your breath and on your sacred heart. Take a slow, long, relaxing breath. Can you feel your beautiful heart? Breathe more of that slow, long, relaxing breath and feel your seed of all emotions, which is nurturing all life with its love energy, with its gratitude energy. I want you to bring up an experience from your past or from your present where you felt enormous love, gratitude, joy, compassion, and relive that moment and elevate yourself. Relive that moment of love, of joy, of gratitude, and feel that energy inside your beautiful heart. We are all deeply interconnected. Deep inside, we are specks of energy, intricately connected with each other. In this quantum entanglement, the nature of the universe is to bring order and coherence among all things and everybody with love, with joy, with gratitude. Relive that moment and feel that energy of love, of joy, and allow yourself to radiate that energy to heal yourself deeply. Allow yourself to radiate that energy onto every corner of this planet Earth, for it's bound to be received by the needy. And slowly, I would like you to go into breath mindfulness meditation, friends, with your fingers into fingers. Clasp your hands, rest your hands comfortably in your lap, and observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Be with your breath. Become one with that in-breath and the warm out-breath. Observe your natural in-breath breath and the out breath, and allow yourself to slowly and slowly become empty of all thoughts. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to observe any sensations in your body. When we observe our breath, our mind becomes empty. When our mind is becoming empty, we channelize all that energy into the gender's present moment. we experience that greater emptiness, that quantum energy field. And access its infinite power. Be with your breath. Be with your breath. Become one with that in-breath and the out-breath, and allow yourself to experience that emptiness. Of all thought in your mind. Notice any sensations in your body. Can you sense energies all around your body, occupying your room? As you become one with your breath,
Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to become totally empty of all thoughts in your mind. Become aware of that emptiness inside of you, all around you. When we empty our mind, we withdraw our attention of all matter, we experience that greater emptiness, that energy. Stay aware of that emptiness. On your left side, become aware of that emptiness, of no body, of nothing on your right side. Allow yourself to experience that infinite depth of that emptiness, spreading far and wide. That's energy. All emptiness is energy. Allow yourself to stay connected to this energy field of unlimited possibilities. This is the quantum consciousness. This is that infinite quantum energy field, the longer you stay aware of this field, of this energy, the more you become of it. If you find yourself distracted in thought, gently go back to observing your breath and find that emptiness all around. Allow yourself to stay connected into this field of unlimited energy as no body, as no thing. The longer you stay present in this field, the more open you become. The more opportunities you receive into your life. Allow yourself to stay away from your body, to stay away from your life, and allow yourself to become pure consciousness and unfold as awareness into this field of endless possibilities. The longer you stay in this field of energy, the field of possibilities, the more you create these possibilities in your life. Stay aware of this light, of this energy all around you. As no body, as no thing, go deeper into this void, into this light. Allow yourself to trust this unknown. The longer you stay as no body, the more you experience everybody. If you get distracted, simply go back to your breath and return to the present moment. And bring your awareness to these possibilities. Friends, it's time to recalibrate your body and mind to new emotions that support us in creating a new future. Experience these expanding emotions, elevating emotions. I want you to feel this emotion as deeply, as richly, and as completely as possible. The more powerful your feelings and emotion, the more stronger you signal your body, you recondition your body. Can you teach your body to be courageous? Come on, how does it feel to be fearless in your body? Come on, I want you to feel. Fearlessness in your body. Teach your body to be courageous. Whatever that you always were fearful of, I want you to experience and feel that fearlessness. How does it feel to be fearless in your body, in each and every cell of your body? Feel it. Experience this emotion, dear friends. Can you teach your body to be genius-minded? How does it feel to experience that unlimited mind, that unlimited intelligence? Come on, teach your body. Whatever that you always wanted to do, but you held back, I want you to experience that intelligence, dear friends. Feel it. You are genius. You are the genius-minded. Can you teach your body that you are this unlimited, that whatever you take up, you are successful? Remember, the stronger your feelings, the more you recondition your body, the more you upregulate your genes. Teach your body that you are this unlimited intelligence. Can you teach your body that you are free? How does it feel to be liberated, that you can do whatever that you always wanted to do, that no one is holding you back? Come on, feel it. Feel that freedom, dear friends. Feel the joy of freedom inside you, in every part of your body. that you are totally free to create a life of choices that you want. Teach your body that you are liberated. Feel it. And friends, come on, this is your chance to create, recalibrate your body to this new, enhancing, expanding emotions. Can you teach your body to be miraculous? How does it feel to be doing that uncommon? Be experiencing that unexpected. Come on, feel it. You are a miraculous being. Teach your body. Feel that emotion of being miraculous, experiencing that uncommon, that unexpected. Feel it, dear friends. Teach your body that it is a miraculous machine, that you create miracles in your life. How does it feel? Everything is a possibility in this unlimited quantum field. Come on, feel that you are experiencing a miraculous life. Remember, the more powerful your feelings are, the more powerful your belief, the more you are upregulating your genes, and the more you're changing your state of being. Can you teach your body to be abundant? How does it feel to be worthy to receive that abundance into your life? Come on, feel that abundance of health, wealth, relationships, or whatever. Teach your body that you are worthy, you are eligible to receive that abundance into your life. Experience that abundance in your life, dear friends. Feel it. of that abundance in each and every cell of your body. Abundance is your birthright, dear friends. This is an infinite field of possibilities. Teach your body that your life is of abundance. Feel it. And can you teach your body that you are divine? How does it feel to be experiencing that unlimited, that infinite in every part of your body? That you are that mystical being, you are that divine, you are that whole. Teach your body to be divine, to experience the divinity in you. Feel it. That you are falling in love with life again, that you're kindling your passion again. Feel it, dear friends, that you're loving life again. Teach your body. Every thought, every feeling is energy. The stronger your feeling, dear friends, the more stronger your energy. Into this field, into your body, feel that emotions of unlimited, of divine. Friends, I want you to deeply rest and relax as you let your body to synthesize these energies. Every thought, every feeling is energy. Let your body synthesize these energies, and let's surrender this future to this quantum field, for it knows best to manifest at the right time and place for us. Relax. Can you breathe with me? Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Here, let's go. Hold your breath. Hold your breath for 5 seconds. Hold it. Hold it. Exhale. Feel that energy in your brain. That's energy. Relax into it. And slowly, I'd like you to lie down, dear friends, without disturbing your meditation. Those wanting to continue in the chair may do so. Lie down. on your back and feel the weight of your body on the floor. Relax. Take a comfortable posture, and I want you to deeply rest and relax and be a witness to everything you may experience. Find that moment of emptiness, and I want you to relax and drift away into this infinity. Drift away. Come back to your body. Stay where you are. Come back to your breath. It's time to finish in a state of gratitude. Place your hands over your heart. Place your hands over your heart and bless your body with a new mind. Hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then open your eyes and bring your awareness back to your whole new time and a whole new body in a whole new environment. Feeling with certainty that this new future is unfolding for you at this very moment in a way that you least expect and imagine.
Okay, friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. Repetition strengthens. Whatever process we do, if we repeat a few times, we get the hold of it. And also these processes are designed for, when you repeat a few times, then it is, that experience that you're seeking will become stronger and stronger, right? It goes into the subconscious to project itself. That's how we manifest. So I believe this recalibrate body and mind meditation is also there in our YouTube channel to use it, to practice it. Thank you very much for joining. We are going into the 5th week tomorrow as part of the program, which is spiritual intelligence, spiritual quotient, and purpose of life. It's regular meditation, it is happening. With regular meditation, we are slowly aligning to our core interests. Aligning to core interest is to align to the current purpose. So we'll understand this a bit during this week, this 5th week, because everything comes with it. When we align to what we really like, that means we are aligned to the purpose. When we're doing it, automatically we are enjoying the process. Automatically we are radiating that thing to everybody. Everything is happening just by doing that to align to what we really like. Align with the purpose, understanding, gaining that clarity. And spiritual quotient is to be living the life with a new idea. new understanding. That there is no old age. There is enough for everybody. Contrary to what we've been always told, that there is limitation, there is less is there, so compete. There's enough for everybody, enough for me. So the spiritual quotient is to having those stronger, greater understandings so that we live life differently or in a much considerate, empathetic way. So we'll have these concepts understood during this week, fifth week. This program is squarely to live our unlimited potential. Resilience and peak performance. Right? Resilience is when challenges come, can I bounce back? Peak performance is how can I give my best and how can I experience that unlimited, both. And so the spiritual quotient will help us to further clarify, further have greater knowledge and understanding while you practice meditation next week. So look forward to seeing you all in this week 5 from tomorrow. And thank you so much for joining. Ashwin Madam, we have any announcements for today? The book clubs are continuing, right? So book clubs are going to end. They're for 5 weeks, so 3 weeks are over, 2 more weeks. So hope you are able to join them.
Yes. Yeah, we have 2 more sessions for the book clubs. So please take the opportunity to exchange your wisdom with the co-participants as well. And I request all of you to subscribe to our social media platforms. It has been a wonderful experience for all of us to receive some responses. And we request to continue the support. We would be sharing snippets of wisdom. We will be also sharing certain live sessions that are going to happen. And this is not just during the program, even after the program also. This is the best way to keep in touch. And also this is the simplest way of communicating this to a wider audience. So request your support in this regard. Please do subscribe to our social media channels and like and share with your friends as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Just take a step into the world with something new. Follow your heart and open up your mind. Leave it all behind. Focus and redefine. Exciting worlds we manifest. Breathe it in and let it go. This is living. Find your love and find your soul. It's more than just existing. Look around, it's manifesting within you. Take it in, release the tension. You're manifesting. You're manifesting. Manifesting.com. Breathe it in and let it go. This is living. Find your love and find your soul. You're manifesting. The universe is parallel. You'll find a better version of yourself. Just focus on your inner thoughts. Remember gratitude. Thank your friends and family too. Let's see the world and how it manifests. go. This is living.
Namaskaram, Sadhguru. Could you please elaborate on the number 33? I know it's a very significant number for one in one's life. And next month, next Purnami, I'm going to turn 33. And I know there's like some special sadhana that is being given in the center for people who are below 33. So I want to know, like, if I pass this mark, what's the significance in my spiritual path?
Oh, we have sadhana for old people also.
Nice to hear. Thank you.
Well, in the yogic culture, first 8 years, or actually 8.5 years, is considered childhood. So these are not counted. Though Balavastha is up to 12, it's the 8.5 years where you're a real child. You know it from your own experience. After you're 8.5, only your parents thought you were a child, but you were secretly many things. Yes. Adults think that you are a child, but you know you are not one. Because your childhood in many ways ends at 8.5. So if you take two solar cycles, which is 24 years or little less than that, and add 8.5 years to it, it will become 32 and 3/4 or something like this. 32 years and 7 months or somewhere there. Exact calculations we can make, but it's nearly 33 years. So when these two cycles end, plus the Balavastha, living that when it ends, it is a possibility. This is a time when your life could take on a different level of propulsion. If you have prepared yourself well, either with education or some skill or yoga or inner dimensions of your life, if you have prepared yourself on any of these things, that is the time when it can propel, or that is the time when it can start crashing. You know, in the Western societies, they talk about midlife crisis. It usually starts around 33, 34 years of age. Suddenly people don't know what to do with themselves, life getting meaningless. Or those who are successful, they find traction and suddenly they explode into different levels of success or well-being. All this can happen because within the system, it has completed a certain cycle. Either it can take off or it can crash. So sadhana for before 33 years of age is one kind, that is more preparatory in nature, so that when that moment comes, they will be able to make it into a positive time in their life. Because how positive it becomes at the age of 32 to 33 years of age, this will largely determine the trajectory of one's life and impact in the entire life. Your entire life will be largely, the trajectory of that will be decided at that. If life doesn't really take off at that level, then you may do well, but you will never fly. You will, uphill task. Not that you can never fly, that's a wrong thing to say, but difficult. you need more fuel to fly. You will need lot more fuel to fly. But if you've brought your life, your physiological structures, your energy structures, your internal geometry, if you brought it to a certain level of maturity by the time you're 33, then life takes off much more effortlessly. Otherwise, it will need much more effort. This is why we set up sadhana for below 33 years of age, so that they prepare, they organize their internal geometry, they organize their energies, they conserve themselves in such a way, when life wants to burst forth, you have the necessary fuel to do it. See, you want to throttle up now and fire up really big, but your tank is empty. That's going to be trouble. It doesn't matter how much possibilities are there, your tank is empty, now this is not going to fly. Everything else may be great, you may have education, you may have knowledge, but still you won't fly easily because of this. If you miss this, 33 years of age, those of you who are looking depressed, Sadhguru, I'm 35, whatever. Well, if you're a male person, 42 is another time when there is another upsurge, not at the same level as 33, but definitely a substantial upsurge where one can again burst forth. If you're a female, it may be 46 for you, but because if you do not handle your biology well, 46 may become more troublesome than possibilities. But there are many possibilities. When a woman reaches 46 years of age, she can break through her limitations of whatever the feminine nature held her down with certain aspects of life, all that she can break through in a big way because her energies are transforming naturally. I'm talking about natural support, I'm not talking about what individual people may do. Individual people may defy all this and go on, that's different. But naturally, this is the way it is moving. So if you miss both these, when you hit 60, say there's hope, huh? When you hit 60, in many ways, your fundamental structure within the system is changing. You are not much of a man or not much of a woman unless you are in your head. If you're too much in your head, it will be, otherwise in body, you're neither not too much of a man nor too much of a woman. This gives you a new possibility. A whole lot of people burst forth at this time, but by then a lot of people are sick, they got various problems and they're carrying baskets of karma on their head. Because of this, by 60, their back may be bent and they're defeated and their visits are only to medical spaces, not to sacred spaces, but to doctors and psychiatrists and stuff like this. If you've gone there, you will miss that bus also. But 60 is a tremendous possibility. This is why in this culture, if you… at the age of 60, there are various rituals to do. If you're a married person, when you become 60, you get married once again so that it becomes a new possibility, that it is not a trap, it is not a bondage, becomes a possibility. That is the idea of 60 years of, when people become 60, they get married once again to the same person. You have to specify this today. Today you have to specify this, otherwise it was always understood that way. So you marry the same person once again because when you married at 20,